Welcome back, people, to another episode of Welcome's Football Talk. Ooh, sorry, I'm currently watching the Man City versus Leeds game. Leeds are in front with 1-0. Um, yeah, so if you see me looking up, it's because I'm watching the Man City and Leeds game. So, yeah, but welcome back, people, to another episode of Welcome's Football Talk. I want to quickly say a big thank you to all the people that's been showing love to the channel, staying tuned, subscribing, sharing it. I really do appreciate it, man. And like I said, this is only the beginning. But yeah, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, hope you guys are keeping well. Hope you guys are keeping safe. Lockdown. Well, there's progress of us being out of lockdown next Monday. You'll be allowed to go out for brunch and stuff like that. So maybe you guys are very much excited. For me, I've been at home most of the time, so I'm kind of like I'm so used to being at home now that I didn't really know. It was only my missus that told me, oh, next Monday that we're going back out. You can go back out and whatnot. But yeah, so yeah, that's it. But anyways, let's get straight into it. This time, this is a video of 5 players that I've enjoyed watching this season. There's been a lot of stand-up plays that I've enjoyed watching. So obviously this season, unlike last season, I was only just watching Liverpool. I watched the occasional other games. I think that was prior, like after when football started coming back on, I started watching other teams because there was nothing really much to do. But yeah, but this season, like I've been watching as much football as I can apart from Liverpool. Like I said, I'm currently watching Man City versus Leeds. I'm more so watching Leeds more than Man City. I know Man City have gone clear to winning the title, but yeah, I do like Leeds. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about not a lot of talk, but Bielsa is kind of known to be one of the top managers out there as well. So yeah, so forth and so forth. But yeah, I'm digressing. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So 5 players I've enjoyed watching this season. I'll start with Ben Godfrey, who's currently at Everton. So I was hearing Ben Godfrey's name when he was at Norwich. Um, but I didn't see too much of him. It's only this season that I've seen him at Everton, and I must say, what a player! He was bought for 20 million from Norwich. I think he signed a 3-year deal. Can play centre back or right back, but I think this season he's been playing more at right back because I think Michael Keane and Mina would be obviously been the centre backs for Everton. But boy, he's pacey, quick, strong. I saw a bit of him in the under 21s. I did mention with England under 21s. I think I would have liked him to partner with Tanganga. I didn't want him to sit at a right back position. But even though he's good at right back, he's definitely a solid player. From one on one, he's very good. I remember the game against Liverpool. He loves getting in. He loves getting into the grips of the game, slide tackling left, right, centre. I remember the game against Liverpool. He slide tackled. He got the ball from Shaqiri, just sliding in. Again against Man United, he played very well. There's a famous time where he probably tell Tom Maguire to shut the fuck up. I think or something like that. Yeah, excuse my French, but yeah, he's a very much confident player. I really like him. He's very confident on the ball. His awareness as well is, and I must say he's very quick. I seen him bombing up the flanks, like just up and down, up and down. He's very, very, very good player. Total tackles 62%, interceptions 24, duels won 92, 39 battles won in the air. Yeah, solid in the air as well. He's just a great player. Yeah, Sheffield United, he played very well. Liverpool, he played well. Leeds and West Brom, those are the games I can recall that he just really much bossed the game as well. Everton's a good level as well, especially he's still young. I think he's to believe like he's only like 23. I might be mistaken, but yeah, he's still young. Still a lot of potential there, but he's definitely a bright prospect for for Everton if he stays there. But yeah, for the future, definitely I can see him being in the England starting lineup for the senior team later on down his career. Even though we are spoilt with so many choices in today's game as well with the England centre backs, like you got Tyrone Mings, Eric Consol, Joe Gomez, so many names, but he's definitely up there to be one of the best players out there as well, one of the best young centre backs out there. I think he's still done, even though England under 21s didn't do well. But I did think Ben Godfrey was definitely a standout and he was very good. It's 1-1. Leeds couldn't hold it. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, definitely a top player, top player. So I said that twice. My bad. Yeah. Next one, Bayoko Saka. It's crazy to think that Arsenal. Do you know what? Yesterday I watched the Thierry Henry. documentary talking about his time at Arsenal. Obviously, legend in the game, and obviously just legend in world football. But I was looking at Arsenal, and then when he was talking about players like Vieira, Perez, Tony Adams, Bergkamp, Montecurio, fam, look at these names. What's his name? Lehman. I think it's Lehman. Is it David Lehman? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's David Lehman. But just to think that now, so many years later, Arsenal are relying on a 19-year-old, and right, no, I wouldn't say rightly so, but rightly in his own right, because he's such a good player. Can play left back, left mid, or left wing back. This guy, his left foot is sweet as well. Not like the most like sweetest left foot, but he does have a left foot on him as well. And he's all round attacking play. It's been such a presence. I can just go for the game against Chelsea. He played very well at the Emirates. Even at the Benfica game where they came back as well, he was very pivotal in that game as well. And to think that he's only 19 as well, and he's got so much tech. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he's such a good player. I've been very much enjoyed watching him play this season. Let me bring up some more of my notes about him. So he's a academy player. Obviously, came through the youth system at Arsenal. He started popping around the 2019-2020 season, where I think Unai Emery was the manager that gave him the confidence and gave him the opportunity to play. I think here as well, in the first 16 games, he kept 8 clean sheets for Arteta. Fam, 8 clean sheets. He's very, obviously defensively, I think he still needs to work. Well, he needs to very much improve. But that creative outlet that Bukayo Saka has here is second to none as well. Like, his awareness for the game, him and Emil Smith Rowe partner up with Lacazette and Aubameyang. Trust me, when you have Saka on the pitch, fam, you should be fearful, because he can definitely produce. I felt that even the game against Liverpool, they were really lacking back with Saka. The guy was just pushing up forward. They didn't allow Aubameyang to get up more forward as well, and I think they missed that sort of player. And look, like I said, it's crazy that they rely on a 19-year-old. I don't think that's sustainable in the long run, but yet again, he's so pivotal to that side. During the, his ball control on the ball is technical. He can give it to him on a half turn. Close control, dribbling ability is very good, and I like the fact that he always targets the zonal areas where he knows, okay, Aubameyang can get and reach that, or Lacazette can reach that as well. So he's always attacking those sort of areas because he knows the likes of Aubameyang or Lacazette can bury those chances. I think John Stones gonna have a pop. Yeah, so, bruv, he's definitely a player and a major influence for Arsenal. Definitely, he's definitely been very pivotal, and in moments where Arsenal needed something, it's Bukayo Saka that's kind of delivering that sort of something, that creative spark or that game changer thing. Let me know in the comments below the goal he scored against Chelsea. Do you think he meant it or not? Do you know what? Looking back at it, I watched the highlights again. Looking back at it, I think he meant it. I think he meant it. I think he tried to pop at it and he said, "Yeah, fam." It just like, I don't know. It's weird because because like I said, he definitely try to attack. He definitely try to cross into those sort of areas, and he's known for doing that. But I think he just tried to say, you know what? I think that Mendy was out of his line, and he just saw in a glimpse of, right, let me just whip it in real quick. Do you get what I mean? And rightly so, it went in and he got the goal. So definitely a one to watch as well. Bukayo Saka, great player, only 19 years of age, came through the academy, sorry, and definitely he has so much potential. Made into the England senior team. I didn't watch too much of England as well, but I hope Gareth Southgate can utilise his potential and be among those England senior team to do well in the tournament. So yeah, let's wait and see. And yeah, so third player that I have on my list is Luke Shaw. Now I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen a lot of Luke Shaw. Prior to I heard his name before. I know he had a massive injury. I know him and Jose had a little tiff between each other as well. I think the game just ended. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so prior to that, I didn't see a lot of Luke Shaw. It's only I'm basing it only this season for Luke Shaw. So, fam, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, he looks like a hard man this time. He looks like, fam, I'm not here to play games. You feel me? He looks like that tough. I'll barge you out. Like, fam, I'm not here to ramp. You feel me? Do you get what I'm saying? And he that sort of aura that he's bringing is helping him with his game as well. I'm not sure. I have to talk to Man United fans if, excuse me, if they believed in him prior before, not in it, whether or not he was that good player before. But this season, he's definitely be a stand-up player for Manchester United, bombing up the flanks. But like I can't, fam. Against Liverpool, he had Mo Salah on toast, bruv. He was like, fam, you're not getting past me, G. Fam, you're trying to go there, I'm coming, bro. You're trying to go there, fam, move, bruv. Do you get what I'm saying? Salah was just, Salah's just get all upset and whatnot. But he had Salah on toast. So moving forward as well, he's very, and his ball control, I must say, against Man City, bro, like, that ball control, like, so I think Dean Henderson just whipped it to Luke Shaw, touched it, and I think he was just running, and I think no one was just tackling. I think he just said, "What? You know what? Like, should I just go all the way?" And he just went all the way, and just that control, like, on his feet. Fam, I was just there, like, bro, like, how is Man City allowing him just to run through like that, and so much control and so much confidence? I think that's really important. I remember the time with him and Mourinho. He can say his confidence was low. He had a massive injury as well, so you can just imagine that confidence was not at all time high. But seeing him this season, you can tell he's playing with confidence. You know what I mean? I don't believe in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at all. I don't think that he's the team to take Man United to the top. However, I sometimes do question: is that Luke Shaw playing for himself in a manner like, I'm just doing my own thing, or is this Ole Gunnar Solskjaer telling him, this is how, within our system, this is how I can utilize you, and he's like, yeah, okay, Gaffer, yeah, let's play like this. So I do wonder whether or not it's more Luke Shaw or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer instructing him how to play and stuff like that. But definitely, whether or not it's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or Luke Shaw, fam, he's definitely be a stand-up player for them as well. Good passing range that he has, link-up play. His link-up play with Rashford, Bruno, you can see when it's on the left-hand side, you can see that sort of interlink play coming together as well. And he's very much forefront of that, always going forward and always tracking back. I'd say this role of attacking fullbacks now, it's like, you attack and you also come back and defend as well. But yeah, he still has the pace for it as well. Especially now, it's good to see as well because he had a massive injury. He was out for a period of time. To see him still go, having so much energy to run up and down the flanks, fam, is very key and very important. And I think he's been Man United's best players at United. Do you have anything on these notes? Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, it's just very much consistent. He's, I said he even went bored as well. I think that kind of has a part to play as well. It's just, I think once you go bored, you go for that hard man look. You feel me? Like, I'm not here to play games. The game against Crystal Palace, Man United didn't play well, but I think Luke Shaw was very outstanding in that game. Now, the question with Luke Shaw is, can he be consistent? Obviously, he got himself back into the English senior team. I think rightly so as well, obviously, based on this season. But I wonder, can he deliver it next season? I think that's the key thing as well. Consistency is a thing as well, and especially because he had a massive injury, how long can he stay fit as well? I know there was like times where his game time was stop and starting because due to injury. So I think I do question whether or not he can be consistent. But definitely this season, I'm saying definitely a lot, but definitely this season he's been such a good player for Man United, and shout out to him as well. So yeah, next player I have in. So I'm probably gonna get his name wrong. Tosin Adebayo. Tosin Adebayo. I'm saying Adebayo, innit? It's Adebayo. So I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. So he plays for Fulham. Youngster. I've enjoyed watching him, and I give you my reasons why. So came from the Man City academy, moved to Fulham at the start of the season, and I remember I remember seeing him time ago. I remember just being on Instagram and just not watching it, but I remember coming across his Instagram and him playing for Man City. He had a loan spell at West Brom and Blackburn. I think Blackburn he done very well. He got 3 goals for them as well in 39 appearances. I might be mistaken as well, but I know he was very pivotal for Blackburn's in Blackburn's team at the time when he was at loan. But yeah, I remember just seeing him on Instagram and I thought, who's this player and stuff like that. And I think he has brothers as well that plays ball. I might be wrong, but yeah. So I was just like, all right, this guy looks like a player. I don't know, but I think this season it was a good chance to see him play. I really do like him. Very strong, very commanding. Has a good passing range. I know Fulham's not doing well. Right now the fight, well, they're in relegation as well. They lost against Wolverhampton yesterday. I'm so unfortunate. I'm surprised that he didn't play yesterday. I think maybe because Scott Parker has been playing him a lot this season. I thought he might just needed a rest. So, and rightly so, because even the game against Liverpool, he was very commanding alongside Anderson. But I must say, Anderson got, I think, the man of the match. But I think Tosin Adebayo was very good and very pivotal, very commanding, very strong. He has a good reading of the game as well. He can play with a three at the back or a four at the back. He's very adaptive as well. I know Scott Parker likes to make a couple changes with each game as well, so you don't really know what Scott Parker's going to do with his side. But yet, I think he's very adaptive and very, very in moments in games where I feel like he's just very much controlling it from the back line. You got Aina as well, who plays left back, and you got Robinson as well. He's very much kind of dictating. Okay, yeah, you push up as well. Or I see him sometimes command that back line, saying, okay, let's push up, lads. So just really trying to get in the box as well. So he's definitely a good player for sure. Yeah, I think that's it. Like I know he's not. I know Fulham is not doing well this season, but I definitely think Tosin Adebayo has been a very pivotal player for them. So yeah, very good player. Very good player. Look out for him as well. So yeah, I had I think I got going to my fifth player. I think I wrote it down somewhere, like some honourable mentions, but I don't know where I put it. Yeah, honourable shoutouts. That's it. There you go. I did write it down before I go to my fifth one. Mason Mount. Mason Mount, clinical, technically gifted as well. He learns to always constantly learning. I see that when I watch Mason Mount, I can see that he's constantly learning. He's learning to get into pockets of space. He's learning to read the game much more. Like he's just awareness is very key. Rightly so to be in the England senior team because he's a baller, man. I do like Mason Mount. He's carried it. You can say he's been carrying Chelsea, the Chelsea team, and there is a case for it. Scored against Porto, first Champions League goal for Chelsea. I know he must be buzzing over that but yeah, Tuchel like having so much faith in him, and definitely Tuchel and Mason Mount can definitely build a good relationship, and Tuchel can definitely utilize him in that Chelsea's team, and definitely he can bring that as well. And there's conversations about him being a future captain for Chelsea. 100%. I definitely see that. He even now as well. I don't see he's not really. I don't see him talk a lot as well, but I can see in the coming years that he can be in that position of being a captain. Frank gave him the captain armband, I think, in an FA Cup game, and they won as well. Gareth Southgate loves him. Tuchel, I can see, loves him as well, and he's definitely there to be adored because he's definitely a good player, and he has so much potential. And even what he's showing now is so much on par. He's one of the best young players out there as well, and you definitely have to mention Mason Mount there. I've got Danny Ings, fam. Obviously, he didn't do well at Liverpool. I think that's due to injuries and Klopp not having. I think Klopp didn't have much faith, but him going to Southampton has definitely been such a turnaround for him. He's been scoring a lot of goals for the Saints. He scored against us with that little cheeky dip against over Alisson. But yeah, man, definitely a top baller. Danny Ings he's clinical, man. He's very much clinical. His all round game is good. He's a striker, man. He's just a clinical striker. So yeah, Phil Foden, perf. Do you know what is? There's so much talk about Phil Foden that I don't. It speaks for itself. I just say Phil Foden, and you know what time it is. So Phil Foden's like, yeah. You already know what time it is. You got Ruben Diaz, first season at Man City. He's gonna win a Premier League trophy this season, but he's definitely been that missing piece for Pep Guardiola. Definitely that the link between him and John Stones and him and Ake, him and Laporte. He's just adaptive to whoever he plays alongside. He's just showing, right, like I'm here to play ball. You feel me? I'm here to defend as well. I remember, I think it was the Carabao Cup game against Manchester United. Ruben Diaz and John Stones played very well. I'm going to say exceptional. Exceptional. They played very exceptional, and they were just on it. Do you get what I mean? And I think definitely ball playing centre back, very good. And I can't really say too much about him because he's already doing well in that system, and Pep has very much grabbed a good one with him. And he's Portuguese and he's young as well. He's starting in the Portuguese senior team as well, and rightly so because he's definitely a good player. And then I got a list of Lookman. Lookman, even at Fulham, I know he's on loan, but Lookman, bro, even though that Panenka penalty, forget that, fam. He still somehow influences the game. Even against Liverpool, he was still influencing games. Against Tottenham, he was still influential on that side. He's such a good player and he has so much more potential as well. Hopefully, when he goes to back to RB Leipzig, he'll get more game time after with Nagelsmann, whether or not Nagelsmann stays at RB Leipzig or not. But yeah, he's definitely a player. Reguilon as well. Sergio Reguilon has been such a good player for what's his name? Tottenham Hotspur. Even though Tottenham is not doing that well, I knew that they weren't going to do anything that much. But yeah, he's another player there. And last but not least, I think I'm gonna go. I have to bring a Scouser in. I have to bring one of my own, and I have to. I'm gonna mention Curtis Jones. Fam, Curtis Jones. He's just awareness, ball to feet control is just on par. He's been one of our better players this season. One of the players that I've enjoyed watching. I think he's slowly getting into his rhythm. I know he hasn't been playing the last couple of games. I hope against Aston Villa he starts. But yeah, he definitely, coming up through the youth academy, there was always talks about Curtis Jones, and rightly so, because even if you see him, he's at the academy, he was bossing it. I'll give you a game to watch. Napoli versus Liverpool in the I think the UEFA Champions League for the under like 21s, I think, or something like that. Yeah, watch that. They beat Napoli 7-0, and Curtis Jones was influential in that game. But yeah, game against Tottenham, he played well. Game against Ajax, he got the winner, and just he's that attacking player, right? He's that attacking. Love getting forward. He loves bringing in people as well. Very tiki taka, very skillful, and I like his mentality. He goes into the game thinking he's one. He's among the best. He is the best as well, and rightly so, because he puts in great he puts in great performances for the side as well. And I think Curtis Jones is one to look out for. And yeah, Curtis Jones, baller, still needs to adapt to the modern game and to our system that we play. And hopefully, like I did mention before, that Jurgen Klopp do needs to change the system, and I feel like try to change the system to benefit Curtis Jones as well, because I do feel there's times where we do isolate Curtis Jones because of our system. Now, it doesn't really nurture Curtis Jones, but when Curtis Jones just takes the shackles off and says, let me just play, fam, he's definitely very influential in our game. So definitely Curtis Jones is up there as well, one of Bright's players that I've watched this season. So yeah, that's it. So that's my top 5 players that I've enjoyed watching this season. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. In half an hour, Liverpool will be playing Aston Villa at home. Hopefully we can get hopefully we put in a good performance. My match reaction will be after the game. So yeah, stay tuned. So yeah, once again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take care, people.